I've labeled it the horror horizon. The horizon. Got a choice. Horizon or horror zone. The horror. I like horizon because what you're doing, absolute nightmare. Are we gonna keep I'm happy over the horizon? Anything is
You silly wee lad, even don't be embarrassed by your patter.
So, in all seriousness, the reason why there are no discussions happening at present is because we have absolutely annihilated geometry. Now, when we hear you guys talk about space or gravity or rotation or what else do you Cavendish in a vacuum, the other one, all of that, all of it, every bit, photographs, videos, you even have a uncut footage. Show us uncut footage of rockets going into space. Doesn't matter. Because without geometry, have no globe. And that's just the way it's gonna. What? Oh, the horror. You like horizon. I like horizon. But we can mix it up. We'll interchange between the two, and we'll know what we mean when we say horizon, or horizon. Horror.
The guy really does love his own voice. It's kind of weird.
No, I'm just delivering the information. Don't shoot the
It's
messenger.
all about chemo. All about chemo.
Look, all I'm doing is pointing out the obvious. Okay? The obvious is that we're in a horrible, horrific situation. Can I put that? Horror situation? Everything is horrible for you guys right now. Absolutely horrible.
You don't have any material. You're just repeating. You have no new material. And most people are not even talking to you anymore.
Today is Horizon Day because this morning I came on early and we started to discuss the Horizon. Okay, and obviously it hurt a lot of the globe earthers, so we had to back up a little bit. You know, not go full force with the the horrible. You understand? Horizon, horrible horizon. So without that, so we've got to focus on why we know the Earth is flat. The horizon tells us the Earth is flat. Because there's no drop beyond that horrible zone. That horrible zone.
How about horrible Zion?
Horrible zone.
Horrible Zion.
Horrible
it's not
zone
even
was.
clever.
It's the
Just
horrible
stop it.
zone for you. That area is horrible. Like, oh. Do we have to? I'm trying to include.
You're scaring me, chemo.
Well, this is scary. It's a scary time. This is a horror show, as it were. Absolutely horrible. Horrible. How can we include awful
Find a
and
different
horror at
joke.
the same time? What?
I see the problem.
What?
Without the Bible, my worldview is being plunged into absurdity.
Well, without your horror.
Ugh.
Oh,
Horrible.
did you bump your head?
What?
Did you bump your head?
No. I'm just trying to include the word horror into my speech as much as horrible.
Yeah, well, it's not working, so stop.
Horrible. How about that one? Horrible.
He just wants to have his voice coming out.
When you say horror, is that a person who whores?
Oh, no. Well, yeah, you are selling yourself for the whole horizon. Exactly. You sold out. Okay? You're being pimped out for a horrible place. I know. It's very, very upsetting. It's horrible. Yes? Very hard to take. And it's very
I'm hiding under the covers.
It's very understandable. Right? Because you were deceived about a location you thought was physical. Now you need us, flatties, to explain to you guys what we're looking at. What are we looking at? Are we looking at something physical, or are we looking at something apparent?
Chemo, the horizon's not physical. We've talked about this. Jesus Christ.
That is horrible, right? It's horrible that the
Either-
horizon...
Either way, this is a horrible
horizontally-
thing to talk about.
What?
Either way, it's a horrible thing to talk about.
That's what we're trying
It's
to
a
say.
no-
That's what we're trying to say. Trying
it's
to
a-
include as much horror,
What?
just so you get it, because remember, you're taking a
Who
very
did
long
you-
time to understand the argument. The horror
Who
argument.
did you just call a whore?
No, the horror argument. Horror argument.
It's a horrific argument.
Go on, Jazza. Now we're thinking. Now we're getting. This is horrific. Yes.
Oh, he's slurping. He's getting excited. He's got the saliva building up.
Getting it there because we're getting it now. You see, we're realizing something.
Slurp, slurp.
Look.
Just tone it down, Chemo. I know the Olympics are coming up, and you can fill an Olympic-sized swimming pool with it, but just keep it calm.
Yeah, we're just going through why we know the Earth is flat, and that is simply due to
Because it's horrific.
the horizon, not where you think it is, not causing obstruction, or obstruction.
What do you mean where it is? How
Where
can
do
the
you know-
horizon be anywhere?
Not in its horror physical place.
There is no
Never has
horizon.
been.
There is no horizon. It's not
Welcome to
physical.
flat Earth. You see, now you get it. Gets it. Finally. There is no horizon. It's just an illusion. Horrible line.
No.
Horrible line.
No, there isn't a horizon.
Horrific, as I say.
Just the closer you get to it, it gets the
Horrendous.
same equal distance away. I know it's horrific to think about
It's
for a flat
horrendous.
earther.
It's absolutely horrendous.
Horrendous and horrific. Mash that up.
It reminds us of Hiroshima. Well, not quite. Well, yeah, it's
What the fuck is a
devastating.
Hiroshima?
Look, this horizon is devastating, like Hiroshima.
That's not a word. Stop it.
Ugh.
What
So
kind
you
of
get-
horse shit are you trying to pull here, Chemo?
Well,
Nukes aren't real.
Raw stuff. Raw stuff. Yeah, that works. That works. I'm not talking horse. Horse. Horrible. Yeah, the telescope. The horrible telescope. But we get it now. Let's get serious. Now we've had a little bit of fun. Loose now. We've exercised the mind. We're ready to get serious now, right?
It's
Have
like
you,
the
though,
actor doing the
exercised
voice
the
warm ups. Me mo, my mo.
Yeah, we're just warming up the senses. We're just warming up the body, the mind. Yeah, we're just getting active. Yeah. So now we're gonna get serious. The horizon's not physical, and there's no way of measuring apparent location. That apparent location is constantly moving. So the observer height that used to be considered no longer is relevant. It doesn't matter what height you are. That horizon will fluctuate
The horizon is not constantly moving. It only moves to the observer if they move towards
Polycopter,
it.
nice
How
one,
can-
CB.
How can it move?
Sorry,
There
we
is
got
no
one more.
horizon.
Everyone was just getting into the flow. We've got another one.
There is no horizon. It
Got
can't
another
move.
one curved. Horicopter. Horicalopter. Horicalopter. Guys, like, can we go in
Horrific-
your
horrificop- Are you trying to say horrific copter or horrible copter or something?
No, Horicopter.
Oh,
Horicopter.
All your fault, Jessa. I blame it all on you.
Oh, I'm about to deal with it. But what did you just say, curved? About. Oh, I can't even remember. Tell
There
me.
is no horizon. How can it move?
No, that's what the horizon is. It's not physical. It's not geographical. It's a distance away that we see. And if me or you are at the beach and we are looking at the horizon and we move a meter towards it, then the horizon moves a meter further away. We can never get to the horizon that we see. There is a horizon, but we cannot
Maybe,
ever get there.
maybe it's just geopolitical.
So, if there's no horizon, that means that the horizon never rises to eye level.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Well, what's wrong? What's wrong with you, Jazz? If the horizon keeps moving away from you, do you stink or something?
And how can a non-existent horizon rise to eye level when there is no level, which is horizontal, because level is an illusion?
No, the horizon is illusion. Just the appearance of the sky round.
The horizon that we see at the beach, there is an apparent horizon that as you get higher above the earth, 30,000 feet, the actual horizon, the apparent horizon, is about 4 degrees lower than the apparent horizon. There's a clear, very clear gap you can see because the earth's a globe.
I hear what you're saying, but that's not physical. You don't have a physical
No.
geometric edge. You can calculate and say, if we stand
Why?
here...
That's the
there'll be-
stupidest shit I've ever heard. Why would you think on a ball there would
I
be
know,
a
it's
physical
horrendous.
horizon?
I know
A
this is,
place that you could go.
horrific. Look, Jazza, we're talking about making measurement, right? 10 meters, 20 meters, 100 meters, so on. Now, if we measure 100 meters to the drop from my location, that drop will always be at 100 meters. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. So what we find, go outside, when we measure 100 meters to the horizon, and then we go for a cup of tea, sandwich, come back, the horizon's now 20 meters. 20
What are you using to measure with?
meters.
Maybe the weather conditions have changed and they have either expanded or contracted, changing the apparent distance, but not the actual distance.
No, where we now get physical drop is not at 10 meters, now at 20 meters.
How do you know 10 meters is not a constant with your sticks?
No, we measure out 10 meters, we get physical obstruction 10 meters away.
All right, where's your 10-meter stick?
Wow. I'm just saying hypothetically.
What's it?
Came up.
Okay. What is this material? Hypotheticum or something? What is
So,
this?
We've got a 10-meter stick, and things start dropping away physically at 10 meters.
Is that stick straight?
Absolutely straight.
What have you judged it against?
A laser in LIGO.
How
Perpendicular
have you
to
judged the laser?
Because we put it in a LIGO in a vacuum.
And when did you go to LIGO?
No, hypothetically. How can I make horror pathetic?
Oh, well, we can scrap that experiment.
Hypothetically, whatever. But we're talking hypothetically.
This is a bit This is a bit pathetic and it's been hyped up.
Horror pathetic. Yes, we are being horror pathetic.
I wanna see this 10-meter stick.
Okay, LIGO tells us we can get a super straight. Yes, a super straight stick. Put our super straight stick on the ground. The physical drop. So we're going to send out a toy boat. And that toy boat will start to disappear physically at 10 meters. Bottom first.
No, Chemo.
How about that?
Chemo.
Stop trying to bullshit us, Chemo.
How about that?
You're not gonna use something that its name is lie. I'm not gonna believe that.
Oh, LIGO.
And Chemo, you can't even use something that disproves what you're already talking about. So
no, but let's
go
say we
with something
take
else.
a toy boat, and then we see the boat disappear bottom first at 10 meters. Understand? So
Yes, so you can't use like. Sorry, carry on.
We're going to stop the boat because it's remote controlled. We're in full control of that boat. Yeah? So
Toy boat or toy Brandon?
Toy boat. Send the toy boat out 10 meters. And
I want to send toy Brandon out and see.
At 10 meters, we see physical obstruction. Half the toy boat is missing. Okay, so now we're going to stop the boat, have a break, go to the nearest cafe. Oh.
Have you
Made us
rolled out
closer and see the whole
gypsies? What have you done to gypsy schema? How do you know they haven't taken the bottom map of the boat?
Hello?
Can't say they haven't, Chemo.
Very solid point.
Oh, this is all very scientific.
When it gets to gypsies, that's when the shit really hits the fan. Oh no, Chemo must be phoning a friend or something.
Okay, we're back now.
We never left.
I apologize for that. But we get back to what we were discussing, obviously, which is Horizon.
Hey, horror emo.
What?
How you doing, horror emo?
Pardon?
Horror emo.
Horror emo. we're thinking.
Yeah.
See, we're opening up.
Yeah.
We're
thinking.
opening up the mind now. We're actually starting to think like we've never thought before. Obviously, when you're in
The
school,
world is a better
obviously when you're in
place.
college, university, you didn't have the opportunity to think this way. Yes, because obviously you had to listen to
That's
what
what
the
Kimo thinks.
you had to listen to what the teacher told you. Now, unfortunately, the teacher never told you about the horizon. Because if
Or the
he or she-
horinking. You
What?
gotta start horinking.
her thinking, the horinking. We've got the H after T. We can
wrong
incorporate the horinking. Okay? Now with the rinking, the horinking. So anyway, the idea is that we can't draw a tangent to that.
Always salivating more.
Well, I think we're making progress, Mike. And obviously, when we make progress, it's always a good.
Yeah, when it
Think.
sounds more and more idiotic, you think
Oh,
it's
look, we're coming up
progress.
with loads today. Horoscope. You see? We're really thinking today. It's good. But like I say, if we can't draw a tangent to the refracted horizon, what we're told, we agree, we accept that, then it means we can't draw a tangent to any horizon to make measurements. So as I said, all space, all photos, gravity, vacuums, rotation, that goes out the window without geometry. Is that sinking in now? Do we all understand? Are we all on the same page?
Mo, I'd like to ask something, if that's all right.
Hey, what's your name?
This is Gobo.
Gobo. Hi, Gobo.
Hi. I just want to know your understanding of the globe. If you were to go to the horizon, what would you see there?
Nothing.
There wouldn't be anything there.
No,
Why not?
not a real location.
But I'm asking you hypothetically, your understanding of what the globe is. If you were to go to the horizon on a globe, what would you see there?
What you mean? We see the horizon, we mark it, and go to that point.
Yeah, what would you see there?
Nothing.
Mark
do you
it
mean
at the
nothing?
point. How can
You
you
see the
mark
same thing
that's
as
not-
you're seeing when you see. So you see another horizon.
Okay, so in reality, when you go to your perceived horizon, what do you see there?
I've just told you, another horizon.
Yeah. So in your understanding of the globe and in reality, you see the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is all
That's
fucked
it.
up, though. You can't go to the horizon.
What does he mean, Curve? Go to the horizon. I don't get this.
Well, you
It was
can't
a
go to a
hypothetical question.
non-physical
I'm sorry if you
location.
can't hear, if you can't understand that. It's okay.
I do find the globe rhetoric very difficult to understand. We need a demonstration of what you mean. But if you don't have a demonstration, just try and explain it in a way that is understandable.
I don't know how to be much more clear than I was. So
That's okay. Listen to me. I'm very clear and concise when I explain things. For example, the horizon that we see, it looks physical, looks tangible. In reality, it's not. Cannot measure or pinpoint the location of the horizon because it's not really there. Now look how clear look how clear that was.
in my
Chemo.
question, when I asked you
Mhm.
if you went there,
Mhm.
okay, you're looking out, you say, that looks like the horizon. I can't see any further than that. Let's go there.
Yeah.
And then you go there. Then what do you see?
See
There is a
another
different
horizon
right?
ahead of you.
Yeah, you live on a globe.
How?
Chemo, exactly what Gobo's just said is if you see that horizon and you travel to that horizon that you, for some fucked up reason, think is physical, you go there and then you can see just as far as you could before.
Yeah. What does that mean?
It means that the horizon's not physical and you can't see past it.
Yeah, but you don't have to move or go to it. If you want to see further, just wait for the atmosphere to clear up.
Good
And
God.
how would you know that it's going to clear up, Chemo?
Black Swan. Now, should look at
That doesn't answer my question.
What do you mean?
The Black Swan is
Hold on,
just...
hold on. Jazza, hold on.
Sorry, go ahead.
You said
Mhm.
just to wait for the atmosphere to clear up, and then you'll be able to see further.
Yeah.
How do you know if that's going to happen?
How? By observations?
What observations?
Good question. These observations. Now check this out. This is
Chemo. You're talking about predicting when the atmosphere is going to clear up. I'm asking you, how do you know that's going to happen?
How do I know the weather's going to change?
How do you know the weather's going to change in your favor for you to see further?
No, I didn't say I could calculate when, but we know if we're patient and just like I said, the weather clears up, then we can see further.
Okay, so just wait indefinitely, and then you'll be able to see in infinite length. You'll be able to see as far as possible. Luckily,
on this day, with the picture that I posted, we were able to see a lot further than 10 miles. Usually it's just 1 mile. You can only see up to 1.22 miles away. Timed observer height in feet.
Why are you showing me this as though I don't know what it is?
I'm saying usually you can only see 1 mile away. But because the weather changed the next day, cleared up, we were able to see a lot further.
Chemo.
Are you sure you want to use the Black Swan, Chemo?
You understand, Gobbo?
Gobo, if I can just interject.
Hold on, Jazza.
Chemo question.
Jazza, hold on. Go on, Gobbo.
He's looking at the chat, Chemo.
You're going aside from what I said.
You said, how can we know when we see further? I just told you we
No,
can't.
I'm talking about in the scenario that I presented.
Mm-hmm.
You said, "Oh, we could just wait."
Just wait.
And I'm asking you, how can you make the prediction that you're going to be able to see further?
You can't model that. No
we
prediction
can't
on
model
the
what
Yeah.
we can't model weather changes.
No,
We
how
don't
do you
do
know
that?
when it's going to what the conditions are going to be from minute by minute?
See, Gobo, so this is what I want to ask Chemo about because he obviously doesn't know how weather works.
Right, Gobbo,
Yeah, I'm done.
not Gobbo,
Go ahead.
Jazza. Not a one-on-one, but I just want to let Gobbo get through his line of questioning. What always
No,
happens.
I'm already done.
Ah, so you're back on the flat Earth now, then? Yeah, excellent,
Okay,
No,
good.
no.
Yeah.
good man. Go ahead,
Chemo,
Gobbo.
Chemo, you're saying about how weather changes and how that can affect how what you see out to the oil rigs, whatever, the black swan. It doesn't matter. Do you know how weather works?
What does that have to do with the shape of the Earth, Jazza?
Okay, so say I don't know where you live. Let's say you're in Aberdeen, Scotland, right? And let's say I'm in Rotterdam, right? I'll put millions and millions of dollars down the pressure, the sea level pressure. We're both at sea level. The sea level pressure between us is vastly different. That creates a pressure gradient horizontally between weather patterns, and just the same as you guys say, the law of thermodynamics, high pressure flows to low pressure. That's what creates wind. That's what makes weather systems happen. Also, weather systems going over a cold sea, they don't bring up as much moisture. A high pressure system over Florida that's at 26 degrees will evaporate seawater, creating a fucking cyclone or a hurricane, as it's known over there, or a typhoon in Japan. It's the pressure gradient, and just saying that horizontally, you do not need a container to make a pressure gradient with the atmosphere. You do, however, to have a gas pressure, not a pressure gradient, you do have to have a gas pressure gradient and a container to hold anything else within the atmosphere. That's what that is. Jesus.
Okay, so let's focus on today's topic, which is the horizon.
Okay, so we were talking about the horizon. That was your subject, and now you just want to go away from it because I just said to you how all of that can happen, how winds work, how weather works, and how you can have a pressure gradient without a container, unless it's a gas that is held within the atmosphere. You just want to scratch that? All good if you do. I can make up some shit if you want.
Okay. So, I mean, that's a very good point, Jazza. Very good point. Wildly made. Wildly said. But what we're looking for is the physicality of the globe. Not the effects, the physicality. Now,
We were talking
obviously,
about the horizon.
Sorry?
Yes.
I said I thought we were talking about the horizon.
Yes, that's what we're going back to. We're going back to.
All right, go on.
Absolutely.
This
yeah.
all leads. You said the horizon, and what I just said leads to the horizon. So let's go back.
Absolutely. So what we're looking at is the physicality of that horizon, because beyond that horizon is where we're supposed to see objects disappear first, physically. Okay, and obviously, if something disappears physically over a physical obstruction, we can take physical measurements to that physical location, like Gobbo would like to do. But Gobbo, because of the, let me post it again for you. They seem to go by so quickly. Got you covered. Take a look at this here. So we've got the obstruction here on the left. Yes, the right platform on the left. We used to be asked, where is the bottom? Where is the bottom half of that platform? Why can't
The
we
Black
see...
Swan's got nothing to do with what I asked you, Chemo. Stop deflecting.
Well, we're not deflecting. I'm answering the question here. That there was no physical...
No, you're asking me another question in response to
No,
mine.
this is rhetorical. Rhetorical. Nothing to answer here. Yes? It's all rhetorical.
All right, fine. I'll sit here. I'll sit here rhetorically.
Yeah.
No, Chemo, your black swan.
Retardable.
Your black swan doesn't prove shit. So start again.
No, it does. It proves levitation. Why
yeah,
is the distant platform changing in elevation?
Yes. No, I agree.
Yes.
Are we witnessing quantum flux spinning here, Chemo?
I mean, again, we'd have to test for that, but that is a very viable option that we haven't looked into. But,
all right, can you get your 10-meter stick to absolute zero?
Oh yes, we were talking about our stick. We're gonna measure Gobbo's horizon. So we see the horizon at 10 meters. Yeah, so we're gonna have our stick at 10 meters away. So Gobbo wants to go to that location. So we're gonna take our boat, our toy boat. We're gonna float down the 10 stick, that way to the end, stop at the end, and that's where the obstruction is. Right, Gobbo? We cannot see the bottom of the boat because we're now at the place where you said we want to visit. What will we see? And what we will see at the shore is half the boat missing. But obviously the boat won't see himself half missing, right? He'll see us, looking back at us, Gobbo. We will be half missing, right? So what we find is, like I said, we have our 10-meter stick, we line it up, we do, the boat goes towards the end, we go away, we have a cup of tea, sandwich, cake, whatever, come back, now we're ready to take data points, and we're like, whoa, hold on a second, we now see the boat, we see all the boat, and the horizon is now much further than the boat. We need a longer stick. We need a 20-meter stick now. And then we're going to send the boat now down to that horizon, which is 20 meters away. And because it took such a long time, we were tired, take a rest, we go back away, we've got half obstruction, 20 meters, we go back, come back, we return, we're like, whoa.
Why go away?
What?
Why walk away and leave it? Why not stay there and take measurements for the whole day? So you can get a true, accurate reading. No, you're walking away.
Yeah, because we measured 10 meters the first time around, so we're happy.
Yes, but you're not measuring the temperature. You're measuring the water temperature. You're measuring the air temperature. You're measuring it all the way to the measuring stick.
No. Try to listen. So
why not?
Because the objective here is to go to the horizon like Gobbo wants. Gobbo wants us to go to that horizon.
I don't want you to do anything. I asked you a question, you answered it, and I was done.
I can't do it.
I didn't think about it, Gobbo. Now I'm thinking about how we can do this practically.
You have to do astral projection, Chemo, to go to a non-physical location.
No, because according to me and Gobbo, the ship is half missing. That is our cut-off point. We can measure to that distance.
I didn't say anything. My question had nothing to do with the ship. You just going off, man.
Sea gypsies.
You can go to that point.
No, me and Gobbo agree.
No.
If Gobbo disagrees, let Gobbo say. So, Gobbo, when the boat is half missing, is that the horizon that we can go to?
This has nothing to do with what I asked you. And that was 10 minutes ago. You've just been rambling.
So when the boat is half missing, is that the horizon?
It's not a physical place, but it's an apparent place. You can see it. You could say, let's go there.
Okay, no, we don't have to go. We're going to send our boat there. We're going to line up.
You can see it.
We're going to line up.
If you're going to keep talking about boats and the Black Swan, then there's no point to this.
Oh, because we're trying to make it understandable for you. See?
Right. If that helps you, then fine. Yeah, you're trying to make it understandable for me.
It's took at least 2 years for Globus to understand this argument. So we're just trying another way.
Okay? Chemo, this is why the Black Swan is a complete horse of shit. It doesn't mean anything.
Mm-hmm.
It means fuck all. You can see something in the distance where there's a line, and it's not flat, but admittedly it does look flat.
Yeah.
That's because we're living on a big old bitch. That's the only reason.
Mm-hmm.
Where that line intersects shit behind it, which there is plenty of photos of wind turbines and shit behind the curve, and boats, even brought back. That line is not a physical place that you can get to. You can't go to that line and expect to see 100 feet of fucking wind turbines below you.
No, that's what Gobbo thinks we can go to it. So I'm trying to explain to him.
No. That's what you think.
Because Gobbo says, can we go to it?
That is not what Are you fucking insane?
So did you not ask, can we go to the horizon? What happens if we go to the horizon, you said?
Do you want to just start this over?
Let's start again.
Would that help you? Would that help you understand?
Let's start again.
Okay. I asked you, if you looked out and you saw what looked like the horizon, the furthest point you can see, and you go there, what would you see?
Well, this is what I'm trying to explain. We don't have to go there.
Oh my fucking God.
Jesus fuck.
Well, we don't have to go there because what you're calling the horizon is not a real place.
It's not.
If you are looking and you see, okay, that's the furthest thing I could see. I'm going to go there.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't even use the fucking word horizon. So chill out.
The furthest point you can see. It depends on how tall you are. Does it not?
If that helps, then yeah, fine.
Okay, so if you're 1 foot up to the furthest you can see is 1.22 miles away. Now what? What's your problem?
Answer the question.
That's not observably true.
Why is it not observably true? What's the distance you can see at 1 foot?
Because you just said it changes all the time. Therefore, your statement's
irrelevant. I'm asking you a kindergarten fucking question. You keep going on these measurements.
Have you not heard Jazza been saying, interrupting me for the last 10 minutes? You cannot go.
Am
there.
I Jazza?
And
whatever Jazza is
be
talking about has
that.
nothing to do with me.
Go, Chemo. Go.
Right, you're gonna have to elaborate what you mean by that. What do you think you?
There's no elaboration necessary. It's a simple question.
Well, Jazza,
All
what
right,
does it mean by going to the horizon?
I didn't say horizon.
You just accused me of making out that I was giving you fucking kindergarten shit. You're
asking
basic playground bitch shit here now, man.
You go to the furthest point
just
you can
answer
see.
it.
Now, which way? Looking at the sky or looking straight out in front of you?
Just answer the question, man.
We've got two questions now. Now, are you talking about the horizon or just your perspective?
No, I give up. There's nothing I can do.
Oh my god, Gobos, I'm so sorry.
It's a very difficult question to understand.
It's not. It's a very
well. If
simple
someone else
question.
understands your question, feel free to answer it.
All right. I'm going to ask. Who else is here? I can ask the question. Doesn't matter what your affiliation.
Just ask the room. Let's see if you can answer.
Okay, go for it, Gopers.
Go on.
Okay, you're looking out into the distance. You find the furthest place that you can see. You say, "I'm going to go there." So you go there. When you get there, what do you now see?
The horizon.
But it's different, correct?
Hold on, ask again.
You see? You don't understand his question either.
You're talking.
Nobody understands the question. That's my point. Nobody knows what he's talking about. He's talking nonsense, and not even his own globe earther understood his question. Ask it again. Ask it again. Let's hear it again.
Yeah, ask it again.
Ask it again, because we don't understand it the first time. Gobbo.
Chemo. Like I said before, it's the exact same question. It's
Gobbo's
using a boat.
Stop.
Am I right, Gobbo? Or am I right?
What?
Jazza.
You're using a boat to
Jazza!
travel from the beach to the horizon.
What is wrong with you? We're trying to get Gobbo's question
you're
on the
standing
table.
in place. You're looking off into the distance.
Look, no one understands it now, Gobbo. Now what?
This is so fucking stupid.
No, you are so stupid. You can't even ask this question that we can all understand.
Ask me again, Gobbo.
Now try again.
No.
Because you know you're talking nonsense. Now I said, if you explain things
the
like I
asking
do,
the question
which is very
is
clear.
the problem. It's very simple.
Try again then.
I might have answered it wrong, Gobbo. I might
Try
have
again.
answered it wrong. Could you ask me again, please?
Okay, fine. You're standing there. You're looking off into the distance. You find the furthest place you can possibly see. You go there. Now, what do you experience when you get there?
Well,
what do you
see
see?
the next
you see the next furthest place.
Right. Yes. That's all I asked. That's all I wanted.
Trying to break. Like, what do you mean exactly? Do you mean if? What do you mean? What do you mean by? Try again, Gobbo.
To take it back, Chemo. All I wanted to do was understand your understanding.
I'm trying to understand your question.
Well, if you shut up for a second, you might be able to understand it because I'm trying to explain it.
Okay, let's try again.
All right. What I wanted to gauge was your understanding of what you thought Globers believe.
Mm-hmm.
Because the way you were describing it seems like, oh, they think that there's a physical horizon, and if you go there, now you're going to see 100 feet below you. That's what I thought. So me asking that question was just trying to get to understand what you thought.
Why would you think that?
And Gobo. And Gobo.
Because the way you describe it makes it sound that way.
No.
And that's exactly why I was trying to say to Chemo that if you stand on the beach and you see the horizon and you walk a meter forwards, then the horizon has got a meter further away from you. The exact same thing.
See, now, Gobbo, you've got to be clear and concise like flat earthers are. When we put out our points, we're understood. Now, the horizon...
Flat earthers don't have any points.
If you were understood, then I wouldn't have had to ask you that question and derail this whole thing for 30 minutes.
Well, I don't know what you mean by this furthest point. I mean, again, it depends on the weather, right? If it's not clear, you can't see very far.
Of course,
if it's
depends on a lot
night
of things.
Time, how far can you see?
But in my question, it is not accounting for those variables.
Yeah, at night time, then what?
We're not talking about night.
To be more clear in your question.
It is. This is not a scientific experiment. This is not a slam dunk on anything. It was just a simple question. It's not a gotcha. I'm not trying to get anybody here.
No, you've got yourself, because like I said, my explanation with the stick in the boat, we would have been through this ages ago. That drop that you're talking about, where we thought you get to that point and there's a big drop, you look down. No, that happened after the 10-meter stick. So you're at one end, you see the boat, that's when that drop that you've just described, that's what the boat would look like to us from 10 meters away. Not when we travel 10 meters to that horizon. I mean, that's just so... That's when I could understand what you mean, because we already understand that. You wouldn't drop. It's not like you get to the edge of the earth and then tilt down and look down the earth.
Every time I see myself in the mirror, I seem to move.
So, again, let's get back to
I move to the left and it moves to the left. What the hell?
Now, Gobbo, let's get back to the horizon now, because you did say the horizon, then you changed it to the furthest point.
What is this magic?
So the horizon, because it's not physical, because it's not geometrical, it gives the illusion of objects disappearing bottom first. Okay? So we used to think you go higher, you can see further. That's not the case anymore. Instead, let me post this picture again for you. This picture here has been killing Globers for years now. But this image here, so let's say we draw 10 meters to the horizon line on the one on the left. Let's just go with 10 meters. And then, like I say, we go away because we're confident. Got the 10-meter stick, we've made the stick, see the horizon. It's not going to move because it's physical Earth. Right?
Can you use your 10-meter stick to measure the levitation and tell us why it's happening?
Wes, we're 1 meter high.
What?
From the water.
Chemo, say things that make sense.
Just for simplicity, we're just 1 meter high, 10-meter stick, and with the picture I posted, we're going to imagine it's 10 meters away.
No. What? Why is the distant platform so much higher in one image compared to the other? What's the difference?
That's what we're going to get into. Yeah, we're going to get into that part afterwards.
You're going to get into that. Are you serious?
Absolutely.
You promise?
Promise.
I can't wait to hear this explanation. You're so wise.
Okay. But before that, the stick, just to get Gobbo, it doesn't take 2 more years understanding the argument. We can do it now. 10-meter stick, Gobbo. We measure to that horizon on the left. Okay? So we go away because we're confident now. We've got the measurements. So we're happy that it's 10 meters away. We go away. We come back. Next day, The 10-meter stick now, not the measurement. The horizon now, like I said, is 20 meters, 30 meters. So we need to get more tools, build a new device. You understand? So we measure that now, we go away, we come back again. It's now 15 meters. What's going on? We're constantly having to change. Or you don't have to be us. We can go out, make the 10-meter measurement, go away, happy. Someone else goes back to that same location, same height, measure it. They say, well, hold on, I got 20 meters. So they say, okay, let's wait till another day. Someone else goes back, they get 15 meters. Go back again, someone else. We do this all week. For 5 days, 7 days, whatever you want. Every day we're getting different meters, 30 meters, 18 meters, 100 meters, 10 meters, 1 meter. This is the problem that you guys have because...
Then you start to form an average.
No, because every time, remember, at the end of every stick...
No, not every time. Eventually you start averaging.
You're not listening. The 10-meter stick...
I'm listening.
You're not listening.
It all falls within a range.
No, the 10-meter stick has a boat...
Really? So one day it's going to be a billion meters?
No, you're not getting it. At the end of the stick... At the end of the stick is a toy boat, half missing, at 10 meters. So we go away and say, yes, 10 meters away, the boats will be half missing. A group comes tomorrow, they make measurement. Well, hold on a second. We can see the boat at 10 meters, and we now need 20 meters for the boat to disappear. And again, throughout the whole week, the boat is disappearing at different distances. Bottom first.
Isn't it cute when a retard thinks that he is profound?
Well, Moyak, I'm glad you're getting it right now, right? Because you just said, oh, wow, we take an average. But we're talking about obstruction. Is the boat disappearing at 10 meters? Is it disappearing at 20 meters? Is it disappearing bottom first at 100 meters? Exactly. Now, this indicates...
A retard might ask, why is it disappearing at all?
It's supposed to be disappearing over physical geometric curve.
And it is no physical.
Well, if there's not a globe and the Earth is flat, as we believe, why is it disappearing?
Well, before we can get to that, we need everyone to... I'm glad we are up to speed now with the understanding that it's not physical. Now we just need people like Gobbo Curve to accept this truth that the obstruction is not physical, and then obviously you can work out what it is after that, but it's not Earth curve causing obstruction.
Saying it's physical though, Kino.
Hmm?
You keep saying it's physical. No one's ever said that, I don't.
You know, Jazz is struggling.
Well, people waffle on whether it's physical or not.
Sorry?
I said people waffle on whether it's physical or not because it's a semantic game.
Yeah, now I get when people struggle, they're like, no, I want to go back to my, I get that. But you understand the power of the black swan because without the geometry, if that horizon keeps moving from 1 mile, 3 miles, 7 miles, 10 miles and on, which horizon does the boat disappear bottom first?
The black swan proves you guys wrong because you always say about the horizon, you say,
Does that? Answer my question.
The oil rigs are only distance markers.
Answer my question here. Look, 7 days, 7 different horizons. Which horizon did the boat truly disappear over? Tuesday's horizon. Curve's getting this so well, and he's taking it really well. But Jazza, which horizon? Monday's horizon, Tuesday's horizon, Wednesday's horizon, Thursday's horizon? Because Jazza, every day the horizon was at a different distance, different location. So which day do we choose?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. We got Tuesday. Everyone's going with Tuesday. Tuesday's horizon, Jazza. Tuesday going once.
I have to change my answer.
Tuesday going to... Oh, we've got a new
He's
bidder.
gone with the wind, Chemo. No more Tuesday.
No more Tuesday. So what day are we going with, Jazza?
I can't tell the day, but the one I would say is on the left.
No. That's Monday's horizon. The next picture is Tuesday's horizon, and so on.
Oh, okay. So do you not get the discrepancy there?
Yeah. So which horizon do you go with, Mondays or Tuesdays?
I'll go with the one on the left if I'm looking at the right one.
You're a Monday horizon guy.
Am I looking at the right thing?
What about next Monday? Will that horizon be there? Will that image be there the same next Monday?
Well, no, because you said about the weather earlier on, didn't you?
Okay. Where do we go from here then? We now
remember
recognise
that.
we have to choose the date.
Just remember you said that.
The horizon is actually a clock, and you can predict it based on the time of year.
No, you can't. You can't.
That's an interesting thought. So, guys, we've done it. We've cleared up any problems concerning the horizon now. See, that wasn't hard. You see, Gobbo? My explanation, curved, got it just like that. No question
Makes perfect sense now.
No question asked.
You haven't eliminated fairies.
Fairies, Moya. What day are you going with then? Which horizon?
I'm not going with one. The fairies are always moving things around on you.
Yeah, so
exactly.
when we see the boat disappearing bottom first, which day are you going with as the physical Earth?
Exactly. So how am I wrong with saying that the image on the left is right?
So is that the Earth obstructing the bottom of the boat or the platform? Is that Earth curve?
Oh, actually, hang on, Chemo.
Mm-hmm.
If I could just point your attention to that photo when I said that the image on the left is right. The image on the left is either taken closer in or zoomed in, and the image on the right is way, way further out and at a higher elevation.
Say that again.
The image on the left, I'm looking at the atmospheric magnification, same exact location, elevation, different days.
So the image on the left,
they are taken from different elevations and different distances.
Right.
Stop it, Jazza.
And even different angles, actually, if you look at it.
Jazza. Excellent. Now, this is what we're looking for, guys. Jazza has given us an honest assessment of what he's looking at. On a ball, one is closer on the left. On the globe, the one on the right is further away. That's the normal response, you see. And that's probably why it's taken us so long for you guys to understand what's going on. But Jazz is drunk, but the rest of you are not drunk. You understand that what Jazz is saying here is completely horrendous. Yes, this is horrendous. This is not what's happening, right?
The trouble is your image on the left is very zoomed in. Your image on the right is not, and it is taken from a much higher elevation.
Excellent,
like
excellent.
150 feet higher.
It feels like I'm back in 2050. Now, this is what we're talking about, guys. This was the old argument, the original argument. This was the original arguments, right? What Jazza is saying now is what we want to hear from all globe earthers. Okay? So, Jazza, you're saying that the one on the right is closer, yes, and the one the one on the left, is closer, and the one on the right is further away.
The one on the left is closer and closer, further down to the elevation of the sea, and the one to the right is further away and fucking a hell of a lot higher.
How much are y'all getting paid to do this all day?
And at a different angle.
The rest of you guys, welcome to Flat Earth. Okay? Jazza, we've got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. But again, we're very patient, or at least I am.
Jazza, can you point out the difference in rotational foreshortening if these two photos were indeed taken from such disparate heights?
Curved, I cannot point that out, but there's very optical differences that to say that they are not taken from the same elevation and not from the same place.
Jazz, is this really the first time you've seen this picture?
Explore that.
Leave him. Jazz is intoxicated. Let him hold on to the dream. The rest of you are clear on the position, right? I want to say welcome to
No, these.
And you know, you're gonna have a hard time if you talk about it in public. But
Chemo. Chemo, if you're saying that these shots are from the same elevation and the exact same spot, then
don't worry
you
about
cannot
it.
use them.
Don't worry about it, because I don't want you jumping off any cliffs. Okay?
No. I don't want you to jump off any cliff because
get it. This
you completely contradict yourself.
Jazza, one is closer.
Are these chemo? Are these shots taken from the exact same spot? And if they're not, then you cannot use them as evidence.
Exactly, because obviously one is taken from a different spot, right, Jazza? Obviously.
No, but you're trying to say that they're taken from the same spot. So can you confirm that?
And you said, based on the globe, one is closer, one is further.
No, I said based on looking at both images, they are both different. One is higher, one is closer. Can you confirm that they are taken from the exact same spot, the exact same height?
Jazza, we've got a lot of work to do. But like I say, for the rest of you guys,
Can you do that? Can you do that?
Jazza, there's only one image. How much have you had to drink?
It's all right, Curb. Let him hold on to the dream a little bit longer. Right?
It's not scientific.
Suicide, and we don't want that.
Jesus fucking Christ. It's not that hard. Chemo is saying that these are the same image. They are clearly not.
Clearly not, Curve. Clearly not. Okay? It's obviously proven on the board, globe, spinning through space. The rest of you guys, though, like I say, welcome to the flat Earth. Jazza, I've got a lot of work to do.
Chemo, I just asked you, you just asked me about the same images. There's two images, 1 and 2. I just said that the image on the left is closer.
This one.
That the image on the right is further away and at a slightly different angle.
Of course, Jazza. Of course.
So
that's obvious.
Are they the same image taken on the same day? This is what you guys want for your independent research.
Obviously, one is further, one is closer. Obviously, yes?
So how can you use those as your independent research, motherfucker? You can't use it as a comparison if they're different.
That's what I'm talking about, Jazza. They are completely two observations that prove what we expect on a globe, right?
God. Jesus fuck.
Yeah, Jazza. Cool, Jazza.
Jazza, we expect this. We expect on a globe, with this kind of observation, one is closer, one is further away. Yeah, as you outlined.
Yes. So how can you use this as anything?
Because we're flat earthers, Jazza. We always get things,
I'm going to say, I'm just going to say right now, I'm just going to say right now, you use these two images that are completely different. They're of the same objects, but they're completely different. I'm going to say you use them because you're dumb as fuck.
Right.
And I hope you don't take offense to that.
No, at all.
We'll catch you another time. Holy flying fuck train. Jesus fuck.
And there you have it, guys. See?
Have a good one. Have a good one.
Guys have explained to everyone here exactly what's going on. Okay? For those who are of a sober mind will clearly understand what's going on. And this is a problem for the globe. You see?
You couldn't understand the two pictures. You fucking dicklog.
Yeah, Jazza, I totally agree. Holy fucking fuck train. It's a perfect expression, mate.
What pictures?
To be fair, Jazza has a point. How do we know where and when these pictures were taken?
Well, he's right, yes. This can only work on a globe by you have to go closer and further.
I'm totally sorry, people that are listening, but yeah, I can't fucking handle this anymore.
Has anyone checked the metadata?
What do you? I mean, you're correct, right? On a ball, this observation would have to be closer and one would be further. You're not wrong.
Fuck chemo. That's why I've said it.
Okay.
Holy flying fuck train.
What's the problem?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out.
You promised this time?
I'm gonna fucking base jump off a fucking
Well, I'm
cliff.
concerned about you, Jazza. We can't. I'm concerned about your well-being, right?
No,
Don't make promises you can't keep, mate.
So just go with the premise that on a go you would have to go closer and further because that horizon on the left is physical, right? And in order to see the one right,
chemo, for fuck's sake. I'm gonna fucking fly myself to Interlaken tomorrow and jump off a fucking cliff into a lake.
No, Jazza, this is what I'm trying to prevent, guys. The rest of you that are now on the flat Earth, this is what I'm trying to prevent with Jazza here.
Holy shit! I'm not on the flat Earth. I'm not on the flat Earth.
I know, Jazza. It's okay. It's okay. You're on a ball, spinning, flying through. Shh, spinning. Jazza, it's okay.
Holy
okay,
flying
Jazza, spinning.
It's all good chemo. It's all good chemo.
Curve,
You do.
Okay, calm down.
You do. You do you, boo.
There.
Teach innocent children complete horse shit. And
stop crying again. Calm down. Spinning ball, Jazza. We're spinning, flying through space.
We'll catch you in the next life. Fucking Jesus. Fuck.
Jazza, don't do anything silly now.
That picture can only happen on flat.
No, according to damn, you're wrong. According to don't upset the apple cart now. I don't want to cause severe trauma, and possible questions of why are we here, right? What am I doing in this world, right? Now, according to Jazza,
stupid people.
No, I'm not going to top myself, chemo.
I hope not, Jazza, because you can get over this. You can get through this.
I may do if I
just have a drink or something.
Oh, we have to have quite a few, I tell you.
Oh, Jazza. Terrible. Like I say, it's horrible. It's a horrific day today. If you are were a global, as it were. Yes.
Oh, yeah, you just got to beat it down. If I were, I was definitely never. That's what makes it worse. That you think that people actually think that the Earth's flat. That's what makes it worse.
No,
Good God.
Don't worry. It's a curvature.
Jesus fucking Christ. All right, we'll catch you later. Hopefully see you next week.
You're gonna just keep on coming back.
Hopefully see us next week. I'm about to walk the plank. Oh, fuck, it's only 2 meters. I'm not going to end things off that.
No, go outside, have a smoke, Jazza, and chill out for a while and come back. We love you here, mate.
Yeah, I'll see how I go. I can't really handle it, but.
Oh, come on, you can handle it, Jazza. What's going on, mate?
Oh, no, we'll see how we go.
Just dawned on him. Are you saying that's taken at the same height, different days? Because, see?
Chemo. Now you're not going to do a real asshole thing if I come back in 10 minutes, and you're the type of person I think that would go, "Oh, I thought you were going to kill yourself." What do you think?
Yeah, unfortunately, I wouldn't put it past chemo.
Yeah. I hope I don't hear that from you, man. But I wouldn't put it past you. All right, I gotta go and have a smoke. This dumb fucker is blowing my head and
Have any of the Glovers ever seen anything on the pole?
What was that? I missed that question.